Hello everyone, and welcome to my Game Boy Color collection. The Game Boy Color was released November 18th, 1998, and it sold, like I said in the original Game Boy collection video, for some reason the figures are combined between the regular and the color, but reiterating, it sold 118.69 million copies, together with this and the regular Game Boy. This was actually discontinued only 2 months after the original Game Boy in America, in May of 2003. So it didn't last quite as long as the Game Boy did. Then we go on to the games. I can say this is a little bit bigger of a collection than the original Game Boy. Anyway, we start off with, first up, some Zeldas, so this will be fun. This is Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening DX, which is a Game Boy Color remake of Link's Awakening with some extra dungeons and stuff. I think it's 1 extra dungeon, 2 extra dungeons. It's pretty, it's just a couple. This version was released December 15th, 1998, which was just over a month, or just under a month after the Game Boy Color came out, funnily enough. Haven't really played this one. Like I said, I haven't played Link's Awakening, so why would I have played this one? That would be kind of stupid to say I haven't played it and then be like, oh yeah, I beat this version. But I basically got this because it has the extra dungeons, and I think when I finally play this game, it will be this version because of the extra dungeons. But still really cool to have this game. It's really good. It's one of the cool handheld Zeldas. Then we go on to a duo of games. Actually, almost all of these are duos of games. Pretty much. But we have more Zelda. We got Legend of Zelda Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Seasons. These games were released May 14th, 2001. Again, 2 games I haven't really played too much. But basically the games, it's essentially the same games. It's kind of like Pokemon. The same sort of games, but with slight differences. The final bosses are actually completely different. But I don't know exactly how you do it, but there's a way where you beat both games, beat the final bosses, and then you play them again, and Ganon's the final boss. Like you play the true final boss or something. I don't know exactly how you do it. Like you connect them via a link cable or like I don't know. But I haven't played them. I will definitely play these eventually, because they're Zeldas. Then we go on to quite possibly my favorite Pokemon games. Pokemon Gold and Silver. These are the second generation of Pokemon games. These are actually the games I started with. I remember playing them a lot as a kid. These games came out October 15th, 2000. Believe it or not, these are actually the second copies of both of these games that I had, or have had. My original copy of Silver went through the washer and stopped saving. In fact, it just erased my save file and wouldn't let me do anything. So I found this copy in the box, so I have the box, but I'm not going to show that. And then this Gold here, I actually let my older stepbrother borrow, and I'm never going to get that back. He probably doesn't even have it anymore, which sucks because it was the first time I ever caught one of the legendary dogs. But I played these games really, really extensively. More so Silver than Gold. I never actually beat Gold, but I did beat Silver. It was where I found out about the Pokemon duplication glitch, and I had my first level 100 in here. I didn't really raise it most. I ended up with all 3 starters in this game, I believe. And it was really cool. I love this game, these games. But then they came out with the 3rd game in the trilogy, Pokemon Crystal, which was released July 29th, 2001. Now this game, this might be my favorite Pokemon game, maybe. The only games that I would put on par with that, just nostalgic-wise, you will see in a later video. I love this game so much that when I wanted to replay it, I refused to restart this copy, and for some reason I didn't think about playing it on an emulator, so I actually ended up buying a second copy of the game. I want to think this second copy is... I know this first copy is legit. I want to think this second copy is legit. I wrote a number 2 on the back. It also has a crack. Is that really a crack? That is a crack. What in the world? But, yeah, it has the Nintendo thing. It looks legit. So I have 2 legit copies of Pokemon Crystal. This was the first Pokemon game I broke 100 hours in. This copy right here is my... It looks like the battery might have finally died, because it is having a hard time saving, but the file hasn't erased yet. If that ever happens, I will probably cry, because of all the memories of this game that I have. This game, you know, my party I've become particularly attached to. Funnily enough, I actually never caught Suicune in this. I lost to Ucine, and that actually ends the whole thing or something, or maybe I killed him on accident. I don't quite remember. I never actually beat this second copy, but I've beaten the Hall of Fame, or beaten the Elite Four like 50 times in this game or more. I have so many memories of this game because I played it so much. It's an all-time classic, one of my favorite games ever made. And funnily enough, I actually have this. This is a Japanese copy of Gold. And I know I said I would be doing American release dates, but since I have this, I might as well tell you that the Japanese release date for Gold and Silver was November 21st, 1999. The reason I got this is because I've actually been looking for a Japanese Pokemon game. I wanted Green, because that's like the exclusive one. The reason I got this is because this has, first of all, it's heavier than the American ones. It also works on my North American Game Boy Color. But I got this because you can get Celebi in it. I didn't realize how you could get Celebi and how impossible it would be if I wanted to. Like, it wouldn't be doable, basically. But I booted this game up, and the person had Celebi. So, that's really cool. If there's a way to, like, trade it out, that'd be amazing. But I basically have a game with Celebi in it, because they never did that in America. They never did the event or anything. Celebi wasn't ever, like, released until, like, way, way later. Like, you couldn't get a hold of him, or get your hands on him. But really cool to have a Japanese copy of Gold. Then we go on to more Pokemon, and we get to that weird cartridge. It is the original Pokemon Pinball. The reason it's so weird is because right here there's a battery. It technically rumbles. And I always have problems putting this back on. Every video I've done this. There we go. But I have a lot of memories of this game too. Unfortunately, the batteries run dry, so it doesn't save, and I lost basically all my save data because I actually had a legendary in this, and like I have a lot of memories of this game. It was actually released in America before the Gold and Silver on June 28th, 1999. Now, I really, really enjoyed this game. It's a really fun pinball game, really addicting. I particularly remember there's actually a red and blue stage, so it's like the games. I particularly remember blue. I would always play blue because I didn't really like red. Red was, going back, red's alright, but I still prefer blue. I have a lot of memories of this game, catching Pokemon and evolving them and all that cool stuff. But it's a pinball game, but really ultimately isn't too much to say about it. Then the final Pokemon game here, we have Pokemon Trading Card Game. The game. This game was released April 10th, 2000. I have a lot of memories of this game too. Believe it or not, I actually was lent this game by my best friend in elementary school. And then he forgot that he lent it to me, accused me of stealing it. We weren't friends for a while, but then he realized that I was right when I said that he let me have it. So I've had this game for a very long time. Yeah, like 4th grade. I've had this game I've had it since like 4th grade. I've actually completely beaten this game. I remember playing it a lot. It's actually really fun. It basically plays like the Pokemon trading card game used to play back before way back in the day, like the original sets and stuff. And I got really good at it. I beat everybody. I don't think I have every card, but I have beaten the game, basically. And I had a lot of fun playing this. It's actually a pretty fun game to play. Like, I actually went back and played it again on, like, an emulator and had a lot of fun. There was actually a sequel to this game released in Japan that was never released in America called, it was like trading card game GP2 or something like that. There are English like translations of it that you can play on emulators, but they never released it in America. And I've played it because I found one of the English translations, and it's like the same map, but it's a little bit different. It's really weird. It's honestly really, really weird. But this game is a lot of fun, and it's just so great. Then, these last 4 games are all from my girlfriend. She sent me all of these. We'll start off with Shrek Fairy Tale Freakdown, which was released May 29th, 2001. I haven't really played this, and apparently the cartridge is being weird right here. It might be coming apart. I don't know. But I've never really played this. I did pop it in to make sure it worked. It's a fighting game, and fighting games just aren't that good on old handhelds. I actually came to find out when researching for this video that this is considered one of the worst fighting games ever made. So I don't know if I'm proud to have this or not, but you know, it is what it is. Then we go on to a game I actually really wanted a lot, and it was cool that my girlfriend sent me this. This is Super Mario Bros. Deluxe, which was released May 1st, 1999. Now, this is actually just a Game Boy Color port of the original Super Mario Bros. It looks exactly the same, just maybe a little bit better, a little bit crisper, but it's just a port with a little bit of an overworld screen, which is pretty cool, actually. And, you know, otherwise, it's just Mario Brothers, but it's really cool to have it on here. I might get the other deluxes, which are just ports of, I think there's like Mario 3 and World 2 or something like that. I don't remember exactly, but maybe I'll get them someday. Then, to finish this video off, we got a series of Tom and Jerry games. First up, we have just straight Tom and Jerry, which was released September 27th, 1999. I don't really remember much about this game. I haven't really played it. My girlfriend did send it to me. She loves Tom and Jerry, so no, of course she has these. I don't really remember too much about this game. It looks like a kind of side-scrolling game. I just don't remember too well. But anyway, and finally, we have the other one, Tom and Jerry Mouse Hunt, which was released March 14th, 2001. Again, don't really remember this game either too well. The way the title sounds, it sounds like maybe you play as Tom and you have to find Jerry and the other mouse that I can't remember the name of. I'm sorry, Crystal, but I can't remember his name right now. But otherwise, cool. I just like that how see-through these cartridges are. It's really cool. Like, it's really cool. But yeah, really, really fun. Or really, really cool to have this. And that's it for my Game Boy Color collection. The next video will be my Sega Dreamcast collection. See you then.